Hey guys, I'm Benny Obscene. Just say it normal. Hey guys, I'm Benny Obscene.
And I'm Rock Girl.
And we're back with another van video. It's been a couple years and we've just been busy using the thing. But we've got a camping trip coming up this weekend, and the different part about this one is we're gonna bring our bikes.
I got a new bike.
Yeah, new bike day. The only problem is we don't have any room inside for the bikes. So we gotta build a bike rack to hang the bikes off the back. What do you think? Yeah, that's how confident I am as well. Okay, so what's the setup gonna be for this one? Let me go get the bike rack, I'll show you.
It's so heavy, isn't
Yeah.
it?
All right, so we've got a Hitch bike rack, and so normally you can like hang them off the back or whatever, but most of our vehicles have hitch receivers in them, 2-inch hitch receivers, so we can move this throughout different vehicles. But for this weekend, we're gonna run this thing, so it hangs the bikes off of here, so we gotta put this together at some point. But what we're really missing is the hitch receiver that this all slides in and bolts to. We've got this guy,
Yeah, I can't hold it.
and I've got some square tube stock. My plan is we've got bumper mounts here and here. We're gonna pull this guy off, figure out our dimensions, get the square tube welded into those supports, and then weld this 2-inch hitch receiver into that. Easy, right? Okay, so what do you think step 1 should be?
Pull off that.
Yeah, all right. 1, and there. Okay. I got my tools like all over the place.
Yeah, you should organize them someday.
You're right. And of course it is the size that I don't have with me. Cool. There we go. All right, she's all yours. Okay. And whoop. You gonna try again? Here, I'll hold it. You try. There we go. Okay, there's one. You got it?
I can't!
There's 2. Ta-da! Okay. All right, we got this part off.
Wait, I see.
Okay, got it?
Yep.
Okay, so we want the inside to the inside measurement. So put it on this part here. Good. Bring it up just a little bit. Come up this way. And on this piece right here.
Right here.
Yep, perfect. All right. So that is 42.5 inches. Got that? 42.5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What?
What?
Huh?
What?
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 Huh?
What?
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 Huh? Okay, so here's the plan. We're gonna take this inside point here. We'll get like a 1/4-inch plate or something fashioned up around there, and then run the square tube this way over to this one. And then from there, we can weld our hitch receiver in this vicinity here. Back in action, did some measurements, and if you remember when we went side to side on the inside of the bumper brackets, that came out to, do you remember the number? 42.5 inches.
42.5 inches.
So 42.5 inches goes bumper bracket to bumper bracket. Now to get our hitch receiver in place, I'm using 2-inch square tube, and I'm gonna run that from side to side. But in order to get a better attachment I wasn't sure if I was going to bolt something in place or weld directly to those bumper brackets. So I've cut out these little like rectangle plates out of 1/4-inch steel. Nope, just steel. It might be a little bit dirty. So the idea is I'm going to build out this kind of just brace running from side to side out of that 2-inch square tube, and I've got these plates. We'll put that on the end, get that positioned, and then I think if we weld these directly to the bumper brackets, that'll be the best bet. It won't be removable, but so what? Here's where we're at. I've got it, everything kind of fits width-wise and wants to slide into place, except on these little license plate brackets, it's fouling there and doesn't want to cooperate. So I might have to adjust that. You've seen the design, you've seen the challenges. Should I keep working on this or should we go watch TV? Welcome back. It's another day on the trailer hitch project. Not really a trailer hitch, on the hitch project. And as you can see, I actually have the square beam roughly in place. I was able to cut out essentially what are like C-channels that you might see on a truck's frame if they are lowering it. But I cut out some C-channels to give relief to this little hinge mechanism, and I'll probably go back and just kind of fill that in, plate it in, just to have it be nicer and add back any kind of rigidity that was lost. I don't think it's noticeable on something this substantial though. I mean, still, the thing's so heavy, so strong, it's going to be fine for holding some bikes. Now, since I was able to do that, I've got it slid into place here, and I've just got the level out, the big one, the small one, checking against the van, making sure I got this as sort of straight as I can. And then I think the next step, I'll grab the MIG welder out and just kind of put a couple tacks in place, undo the bolts that hold those bumper mounts in, pull it all off, get it on the bench, and finish weld that up. Empty. Okay, of course. That makes sense. Cool deal. Right on. So I've got the entire assembly off the van now, and just taking a look. Originally I was going to carry the whole thing over to the bench and TIG weld it together, but I'm thinking now that just in position here, as well as with some of the gaps that have formed, I'll just take care of it with the MIG welder. Super simple. It's right here. Keep practicing on the MIG welding. Maybe another. I'm sorry. Keep practicing on that TIG welding another time. Alright, time's running out, gotta get this put together. I'm gonna bust out some MIG welds, and then we'll figure out the next step. Not too bad if I don't say so myself. So you can see how nice and clean the TIG welds are from the bench, and then this in-place MIG welding up here. Still pretty hot, but not bad. I will take that all day long. And the next step is just to figure out how we want to attach this hitch receiver onto the bar. So obviously I want to center it, but I think to fit the bumper a little bit better, and maybe for just a little bit more weld strength, I'll channel out this the steel bar here, kind of C-channel it, slide this guy in. I'm going to chop that off just so it's not sticking out too far. Slide that in and attach it that way. I think the other benefit too to chopping this guy off is if you think about like torque and leverage, the further that sticks out from this pivot point here, that kind of like exponentially increases the force upon this piece. So to minimize that and just again to keep it kind of nice and tidy, we'll probably cut this around 4 or 5 inches and channel this out, get them together. Okay, good news, bad news. Bad news, the battery ran out of the camera. Good news, we got a bike rack. Let me take this off, I'll show you how it ended up. I was able to get the rest of the welding here finished up with the MIG, just right here on the ground, and went ahead and got the actual Hitch receiver welded in there as well. And I mean, nothing too fancy. Went ahead and just perimeter welded that around as best I could, getting it as hot as possible to try and make sure that that is fully penetrated and just welded up solid. So that all looks good, and even better, this bumper bar now bolted back into the van. So from there, came over to this bumper cover and had to cut like a little access hole in the bumper, which slides over the receiver, as you saw. The only problem, and I thought I had accounted for this when kind of doing my measurements here, but the hole for the hitch locking mechanism that holds it in there, I thought I had spaced this out far enough, thinking that the bumper cover would be tight up against this bar, and it is pretty tight, but this piece is not sticking out far enough. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to probably just cut out a little bit more of that bumper cover so that I can get the little hooky guy in there to hold this thing in place. So kind of a bummer, but oh well, whatever.
So we got this on now, and now we're gonna just see if the bikes will fit on. Right, Daddy?
That's right.
And we're gonna introduce you to Carter. This is Carter. Say hi. Hi. And then you say back, Carter. Hi, Carter. Hi, Hi, Carter.
You guys are so silly.
So we have this on now. Yep.
We've got the bike rack on, and the good part is this is one that you pull this little pin out, and the whole thing lowers down so that we can get access into the back of the van here. We're starting to pack up for another trip, so this is perfect timing. Let's test this out. So we'll close up the hatch, right?
Yep.
Hook this up.
And then put that. I want
Pin
it.
in.
Daddy, I want my bike up.
Okay.
I want my bike up.
All right, watch out. We're gonna do Austin's bike first.
My bike, I got a new bike. Mine goes all the way to the back.
Yep, so we got that one. And let's try this bike.
Good thing it has 4 of them.
Good thing. Let's see. This one's going to be tricky, I think.
Yeah, because mine is smaller. How do we do this?
I'm not really sure.
I think we can just put it in the middle of the van. There's gonna be enough room.
Think so?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys, we did it. We've got our tow hitch installed inside the bumper. As you can see, the cover goes around it. No, just looks like it's meant to be there.
Bike.
And we've got the bike racks on. So the only thing left is to test it, and we've got a 3.5-hour drive today. So
How about you taught yours?
yeah, we'll do mine later, okay?
Today?
No, yeah, today.
5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour.
Bikes did not fall off, and we made it, and they stayed on the whole entire way. See you next time. Next time. Bye bye. Hit the bell too. Hit the bell. Bye bye.